Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's The Complete Reviews. That's with an S at the end. This is my channel, and today I want to talk about this device here. It's a Amazon Alexa Echo Show 5. It's a really long name for this product, but anyway, that's what it is. This is the 5-inch version and diagonal screen, basically. And there's a bigger version that's an 8-inch screen and probably a bit bigger speaker as well. So this is a home automation device. I think there's the equivalent Google version and Apple version, and there's probably some other manufacturers out there that have theirs. So essentially this device is designed for you to be able to just speak to it and say, turn on my hallway lights or turn on my bedroom lights, and it understands it and it goes and performs the function. When you connect your home automation devices, light bulbs, switches, all of that, you have a couple choices. So when I saw this product is really when I said, wow, I got all these devices invested, and it's just sitting in a plastic box. And now I see this device that's just really cool, great quality. And as you can see from the screen, it's just a very vivid screen. It's actually a touch screen, which is really nice for setup because you can do, it actually comes out with, pops up a keyboard when you have to enter in username and password. And that you only have to do once. When I got this device home, I just took away this device and thinking that plug in the new Echo Show 5, plug in my Philips bridge, and I can just start from scratch and start using these bulbs that in the photo studio they were assigned names, voice names such as focus light or metering light or track light. And when I got it home, right, I wanted to assign these same bulbs because I have a bunch of them that I bought to my home. For example, living room lights, bedroom lights, track lighting in a hallway or whatever. So I thought it'd be easy enough to get this device home, set up my bridge just like I did before at the photo studio, plug the lights in where I want them, and there are different versions, of course, and I'll explain that later, and I'd be off and running. Well, I basically spent 2 whole days on YouTube, on chat forums, looking for how to move from one environment to a different environment with the same devices, and I really just could not find anything that really helped me. Most of them were like reviews and comparisons and things like that, but nobody really talked about how do you rename all of the devices. So today's video is primarily to show you how I figured out to convert all the devices that were name assigned to a photo studio to your home environment, or vice versa if that's what you want to do, or move it to a garage or whatever you want to do. So once I saw this product is what really changed my mind about using home automation voice control. So I came home, bought this device thinking, all right, I won't use the Dot anymore. I'm going to use the Echo Show 5. I'm going to set up my bridge, and this is the Philips version bridge, and essentially it's not a Wi-Fi device. You have to connect this to the Ethernet port on the back of your router, and then this is just a power plug, and then it broadcasts using its proprietary RF signal to these devices. So these devices are not Wi-Fi. Now, there are other automation systems out there that has Wi-Fi in each bulb, in each controller, and from what I understand, they're pretty flaky. Like if you have a power outage, you have to go back and reassign a bunch of stuff, and it's not very reliable. Now, when I had this Philips system working in my photo studio, it was flawless. It just always worked. Never had a problem. But when I got it home, like I said, I needed to change all the naming of the devices. So I thought, okay, pretty simple. I come back to the box, this Philips bridge. There's a little paperclip reset here. And then I can also do a reset on the screen here. And that would erase all my information, and I can start fresh with all of the devices that I've had over the years that I bought. Well, not quite simple, not quite that simple. So I was just pulling my hair out, trying to figure out where I can erase all the naming of all these bulbs and everything. So the first thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna log in to this device, the Echo Show, to your Amazon account. Now, I did that and using the same username and password as my Amazon account. So you do need an Amazon account to use the Echo Show 5 or any of the Echo products. So I did that and still nothing. I mean, all the products were still named for functionality in my photo studio often, and I created a brand new Amazon account, the same account that you would order products off of, yeah, Prime, Prime this, Prime that. Now, of course, you don't have to get Prime when you create this dummy account. You can, for my sake, it didn't matter because I can just go back to my regular Amazon account, order stuff, have Prime and all that. So to get rid of the memory of all the assignments of the devices, their names, I created the dummy account on my laptop. And then the second thing you need to do is get logged in and all that. You're gonna have to come to this bridge, click on this bridge. It's a very small letter thing on the top. It's really hard to find. Once you click on it, while you have this thing plugged into your router, a blue ring is gonna start spinning, a blue LED ring. And that's basically it saying like, okay, connect me to the website or the internet cloud or whatever it does. So once you get that blue ring spinning, you press it and it syncs up to this new page, syncs up to my Amazon dummy account, and boom, magic. All the devices went to their default default assignment names. For example, in this case, this one was the color hue light, and this one was the white dimming light. So whatever the bulb that you bought will go to generic names. So basically, I got what I needed. I can start fresh now. And now, once you get this done, you really don't need it anymore. What you will need though is, let me get the clutter out of the way so we don't get confused here. So what you're gonna need is two apps. One is called the Hue Phillips app, and you can just find that at Apple Store. You can also do it on Android device as well as any iOS device, including phones, iPads. So you get the Philips Hue app, and then you're gonna need the Alexa app. And I'm gonna show you what they can do. That's what I wanted. I wanted just a clean blank slate and all of these products named to their original factory name, which is, in this case, it was, I think, the Hue color bulb or something like that. And if you have more than one and they're plugged in, and remember, when you plug it in, the light switch has to be on. And if the light switch has a dimmer, make sure the dimmer is completely on. So once you have these all plugged in, you're not going to kind of remember like which one's where. So the nice thing is, once you download these apps, you go to the Hue app and you can just kind of tap on it and you can get it to flash. So in this case, let's go back. So in this case, if I tap it, you can see this pre-assigned to each room, to the room that I wanted to. So then you can come to each bulb and click on the bulb. For example, hallway lights, I have two bulbs, and you just click on that and then it'll flash it and it'll take you here. So that way you know where the bulbs are plugged in, right? Because you're gonna have probably a handful of color bulbs, a handful of just plain old dimming lights, and then some ambiance lights. And then you plug them into, or you screw them into where you want them. And then you can just use the app to identify like, oh, okay, I see that one flashing. So this name of this generic name must be associated with that. Now, then you can go in and actually rename the generic names to where the bulb sits. So for example, if you have 2 bulbs in your bedroom, and then you have to group them, and you can now type the generic, erase the generic name and just say bedroom light 1, bedroom light 2. So yeah, that's how you can do it through the app. And the interesting thing, well, I'll show you a bit later about how to control it. You don't need, like I said, you don't need any Alexa, you don't need anything. You can just get this thing to operate as a standalone with an app. Now, obviously, most of us, if we get something like this and spend a lot of money on the bulbs and everything, you're going to want some sort of voice control that's pretty cool, right? So this, I think, is just, of all the flavors out there of different type of voice control products, I think this product is the best. And I think it's fairly new. It's probably been out maybe a year or so. So now, before I do that, let me go to the Alexa app. So let's go home, Alexa app. And you can go to settings. Now, Alexa has its own grouping, and this is where it gets really confusing. Alexa you can create groups within Alexa that's completely independent of your Hue. And if you do that, then you're gonna get really confused, because Alexa's not gonna like work with your Philips Hue. Because you have to then assign each one to the proper group. So I don't know if that makes sense, but essentially you want to keep the naming of each bulb, like desktop lamp, whatever. If you call this desktop lamp, call it desktop lamp in Alexa and in the Philips Hue app. Just for consistency, because if you don't do that, you might have a situation where you say turn on desktop lamps, and something in the other room will turn on, or something may not even turn on at all. So it's important that you get the Alexa app and the Hue app kind of synced up with the right naming, and these are all custom names. And it's telling me that it doesn't see a hub, right? Or the bridge, because I have it unplugged. So now let me kind of undo that. Okay, now I want to show you something really cool. So this Hue system, right? The Hue Bridge system is like a system in itself. It doesn't have to be used with Alexa or the Google version or the Apple version of the voice commands. If you just want to use it without voice commands, you can want to use it on an app that's installed on your phone or on a tablet, you can do that. And I'll show you how to do that, and it's really, really quite cool. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to bring up the Hue app. So now you can see, so what I did is I brought in a lamp so you can kind of see the color variations. If I just do this so you can see a little bit better. So if, like I said, if you want to just use the app, so you can go here, you can click on this, and you got this whole color spectrum wheel that, if you can see, right, I can, let me up the intensity. You see how that works, and then go back to the wheel. And now notice what's on this light bulb is the same as the top bar. So if I go back, hopefully you can see this. No, you can't. So you can see in the app what color it is. And so that's really cool. So if you're not near the light source, let's say you're controlling a bulb in a different room, you know exactly what the color is by using this app. So now I can go back again, change it to, say, blue or aqua or whatever it is. So now this is in the Hue app because I'm using the Hue Bridge as the entire environment. And this doesn't apply to all of the different automation devices from other companies. So this is strictly for the Hue app. So now let's go ahead and I'm going to show you kind of
what it looks like on the Alexa app. So let's go here. Let me get the home button. So now I can use the Alexa app version of this. And it's not quite as, so here I'm in my bedroom lights. That's going to control this device. And let's just go back and bedroom lights. And then I can say, you know, brightness. I can dim it like that. It does have a little bit more of a lag than if you use the Hue app. And then what's nice is you got this color selection. Now this is a color bulb, but the color selection on the Hue Alexa app versus the Hue app is that, boy, I hope you can see all this. You don't really get a color wheel, but you get this kind of pre-made spectrum. So let's say I just select on purple, it goes purple. If I select on whatever that is, I can't read from here, but whatever that is, and then you can change it to full on red if you want, and then back to white. And of course the intensity you can control like this, like that. So it's pretty cool. Now the color you select is in this ring. So for example, let's go to red. And then you can see the ring has a little red surrounding to it. And then it tells you, of course, the color right here. The color dot is red. Alexa, bedroom lights white.
Okay.
Alexa, bedroom lights aqua.
Okay.
Alexa, bedroom lights brighter.
Okay.
Alexa, bedroom lights 100%.
Okay.
Alexa, bedroom lights blue.
Okay.
Alexa, bedroom lights purple.
Okay.
Alexa, bedroom lights 60%.
Okay.
So you can see here, there's three ways to control the color device. The color of your Hue color bulbs. And I didn't go through all the items because I think this one is the coolest. Has more, obviously has more vocal commands you can use, more app control you can use. So that's why I brought out the color lamp. The other ones you can just simply say like Alexa dim, hallway lights or something like that. The ones that are ambiance, you just say, Alexa, hue light, ambiance light, brighter, or you can say ambience light daylight, ambience light warmer, and it'll do that. But with the color bulb, you can obviously have more things you can tell it to do. So that's why I showed you this. So anyway, we'll get back to the other portion. Okay, so now I want to show you the audio quality of this device and compared to this device, which is a Bose SoundLink Mini. And what I've done is I've already paired them. They're Bluetooth. Now this device is audio only. It can be used as a speakerphone. Great quality. Anything by Bose, is going to have great quality sound, especially for this device. It's kind of a heavy device, really well made, and also with the Echo Show 5. Now the sound quality, I would say this device, this audio speaker, I bought this probably close to, a little bit over 2 years ago, and I want to say it was over like $200. It was pretty expensive. Now, here, the audio quality isn't as good as this, but it's really good. I would say it's probably within 80-90% of the audio quality of this device. So the other cool thing is, while the audio quality is not this good, but compared to anything else this size, it's just exceptional. And I'm going to play some music for you in a little bit. But also too, you can use this as a speakerphone. You can pair your phone to this device. You can pair other speakers, other headphones even. That's pretty cool. And if anybody else with the Echo Show 5, I think you can do like video calling Maybe you have a relative across country, and they also have an Echo Show 5. I think you can do video calling on this as well. And also too, what's nice is this camera for video calling or whatever else you use it for has a physical actually latch. So you can see here that when the latch is open and when it's off, because when you go into soft menu and you select camera, video, on, off, you'd never really know if it is on or off. So having this physical switch is really cool. So let me just start by playing music on this device and transferring the music onto this device, and you can kind of compare. And what's really cool about this device, even when it is paired, you don't have to say like volume up, 20 times to change volume. You can just say, volume level 7, and it goes to volume level 7. You can say volume level 2. Whatever, it's 1 through 10 is the selection. So let's just, Alexa, play Apple Music Chill.
Playing chill music from Apple Music.
Alexa, volume 10.
And I've had enough of you.
Alexa, volume 5.
Feelings gone.
Okay, so now you saw me just voice activate this device, the Echo 5, and also play around with the volume. And like I said, this too can act as a speakerphone in itself. So now let me switch over. Since they're already paired, all I gotta do is just turn this device on.
Connected to Echo Show 5 to UU and living room.
So try me now.
So isn't that just cool? All I had to do was turn on my Bluetooth device, and it automatically is now playing the music through my Apple device. My Bluetooth device. And the same volume verbiage you can use on this device will transfer right over. So if I say, Alexa, volume 8.
So
you can hear the volume is at 8 right now. So let me go really loud. Alexa, volume 10.
So pretty for you. So looking to
Okay, so you just saw how cool it is when you get it paired up with a Bluetooth device. Again, you can pair it with your Bluetooth phone, and so you can use your phone to play music on this device and use this as a speaker. You can use this as a speaker phone. You can use this as a video phone. There's so much you can do on this. It's just so cool. For $89 versus $200 some, this thing's in terms of the functionality,
Connected
it's
to
just
living
incredible.
room.
So yeah, so that's it for the audio, and I'll move on to the next topic.